what's up, Nerd Report? This is Lewis here with a review for Creed 2. As you can see, I'm real excited. I'm really into it because I undusted my old Rocky t-shirt just for this review. Okay, so Creed 2 is set about a couple years after the first film, and we have Creed. He's on top of the world. He's the champ. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him, and his relationship with Tessa Thompson is in its prime. He hasn't gotten married yet, but you know they're just like in the honeymoon stage. Rocky has been training him and giving him advice through these couple years. Looming in the background in Russia has been Ivan Drago, training his son, who now sees an opportunity to regain his glory. You know, that glory he had from the 80s, Rocky 4, and he's training his son, and he's ruthless. He has no sympathy for his son. He's just like work out. He wakes him up at 4 a.m., makes him run hard, makes him do all this kind of rigorous training just to get in shape to finally seek his revenge, as he's going to go after Apollo's son, Adonis Creed. Okay, so that's as much as I'm going to give you of the plot, because I don't want to spoil it. It's a great film, so it has a lot of surprises, especially if you're a big Rocky fan like I am. You're going to really love the stuff that they brought into this film. As far as the performances, you know, Sylvester Stallone is awesome again. I mean, but that's just a given. You know, Stallone's always going to be awesome. There's a lot of Rocky in it. I thought the first film did not have that much Rocky, but yeah, this time Rocky is in full effect, and it's awesome to see, you know, Rocky back. But I think what really takes over, what really stands out about the movie is the relationship between Ivan Drago and his son, Victor Drago. Now, if the next movie, the follow-up after Creed 2 would, if they just stop making Creed films and then call the next one Drago, I think I would be first in line to watch that on a midnight showing, because these two guys were awesome. The father and son relationship was awesome. I think Dolph Lundgren is very underestimated as an actor. I think the guy that played his son I didn't really think he was going to do this well. I thought he was just like a buff MMA player that they got off the UFC or something, but he's better than that. I keep a lookout for this guy because he's going to do very well in the future. One of the concerns I had coming into this movie is because Rocky 4 was a little bit over the top. It's from the 80s. It was a little bit fantastic. You know, the boxing was off. It seemed like Ivan Drago had like superpowers and stuff. So I was trying to figure out how are they going to make the transition, because, you know, the new Rocky movies are based on kind of more reality, more of what boxing really is, especially if you've seen Rocky Balboa. Ever since Rocky Balboa, the series has taken more of a realistic approach. As a matter of fact, Rocky Balboa, watch that movie, because a lot of people forget. I think it's one of the best Rocky movies. To me, it's neck and neck with the original, actually. And I see a lot of people dismissing that one or forgetting it existed. But Rocky Balboa is the one that really started this new breed of Rocky movies. We got in Rocky Balboa, Creed 1 and 2. So I was worried about how they're going to do Drago, because Drago was like this over-the-top superhero type of thing. Well, not really hero, but super villain. And I didn't think it would work with the realism they have now. But let me tell you, the way they did it was awesome. Again, I think Dolph Lundgren is really underestimated as an actor. You should really check him out. I'm real excited to see him in the future. Another thing, the way he played Drago was like, you felt like this was Drago from the 80s. It wasn't like a completely different character. Like we've seen characters return and their characters totally change, or the actor plays them different. For example, the recent Halloween movie, I did not think that was Laurie Strode at all, because there was no hint of Laurie Strode. There was no elements or mannerisms of the movie we saw in the 70s. So basically here, we could tell this is Ivan Drago. He's a little different, but it's him, okay? So that was awesome. The way he stands, the way he speaks, the arrogance about him. But I'm telling you right now, I'm raving about Ivan Drago because I really would love to see more of this character. Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson, they're awesome. At the end, this movie, like other Rocky movies, is a drama that will make you feel good, feel sad, feel old, feel young. So yeah, it follows the tradition of the Rocky movies. As far as the boxing choreography was, I kind of like felt that was the weakest point of the movie, especially compared to the previous ones. It was a little off to me. I think they used also a CG screen to fill in the audience. And if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but in the previous movies, they actually filmed them during pay-per-view events. So I don't know if that's what made it look a little different. I just wish they'd have more of a memorable fight choreography and rivalry between Victor Drago and Michael B. Jordan. Now, Michael B. Jordan, he's the real deal. As far as boxing, his stance is perfect. That guy really knows how to box. And the way they made it look in the movie looks like real boxing, which sometimes that bothers me in movies when the fight is off, because I used to take boxing myself, believe it or not. That's why I'm in such tremendous shape. But anywho, that's a different story. So with boxing and boxers who are people who train in boxing, if you're watching this movie, some of the choreography will bug you because it looks fake and you're like, oh man. But Michael B. Jordan, he knows what he's doing. Trust me. His stance is perfect. He tucks his chin in. So that guy deserves much props. He trained for this. He looks like a pro. So overall, I give Creed 2 an 8 out of 10. It's a must watch. Do not skip this film at all cost. Head over there when it opens, opening weekend. Rocky Balboa is back. Michael B. Jordan's awesome. And the special surprise, there's a lot of Easter eggs in here, but the surprise is that Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago, is back, and you're going to want to see more. Trust me, that story was just like, oh my gosh. All right, so that concludes my non-spoiler review for Creed. Make sure to subscribe to the Nerd Report YouTube channel, and if you can, make sure to check out our Patreon and consider $1 a month. What's $1 a month? You probably like drop that on the floor on a daily basis, or just look under your couch and hook us up on Patreon. The information's down below. To our next video, nerd out. Thank you.